It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. So out come the Chargers. Throwing first play is Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second and 4. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. On the return is Jones. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Fields. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Let's turn it up. All right, guys, all right. Make a play ball, baby. Play it a little aggressive, baby. Show what you got. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Bring it. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hey, let's roll. Playmakers, step up right now.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, that's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and dropped. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Herbert now. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Let's go, baby. It's one game play, baby. Let's go, y'all. It's game time.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll toss it out right to Herbert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Fields. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Fields now to throw. And again back to Kmet. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll go again with Herbert. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Let's do this, man. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. I got you, baby. You know what we need. Let's go, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go, work. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. A nice little juke. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9, Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
2nd down and 5. To the air again, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Andrew Billings, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Herbert once more. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. And that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay a 4-point game. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From just shy of midfield, Herbert caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On first down, it's Herbert. Justice Herbert can pass. Working the field here, can take that to 10. 7 catches and this last one, first down.
When an offense is blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of that game, because it should be an easy outlet when all those bodies are trying to get the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Herbert on first down now. He lets this fly towards the back of the zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No, he had confidence in his arm. Likes to force downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate.
Scrimmage 31, the sideline on second and 10. Now, twitch 10 tackles. He'll be dropped at 25 after gain of 6.
Hit fight for every yard on the run. Should himself free to cook and kept fighting. Even the defense closing on it. That's been a yard to every single time.
Here's the 7th play this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. He's getting first down. They think he's out of bounds. So So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. The return trip to Madden for his zone. And ultimately not get out to the 25-yard line. He's dropped it to 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-yard field goal.
I'm sure there's a lot of things. Okay, do we just want to try one more now? Is it again? I would dare say the answer would be yes. I'm going to have a lot of confidence here. Kicker, just be on the safe side of the field. It's our offensive guy. Come on, get a little close. Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, let's be a field goal for him.
Well, you're for number 11.
Hey, get all game together there. In route, drove with excellent pace. Money through right there to most the six.
And it's 4 minutes to go for the third quarter. On first and 10, here's Fields. And he'll take the element of scrimmage as he sends to a hole. He'll get 3 yards up the scrim there, second down.
Just a second earlier, and they had because they saw they were going to close in, drop behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge pressure, and he did get yardage before he stopped.
Fields going to keep on once more. He's dropped right at 40. Gain 3. And that defensive backfield for the Chargers now on third down. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. And some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with it, they have taken the lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach, Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A handoff for Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. On 4th down, Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz, dropping the quarterback.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A beautiful fake. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 15.
Play action. It's Herbert.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now Fields and the Bears
down by 12. A minute 35 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
On first down, Fields. He's got Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
We got to be big time now. All right, guys. All right. Show what you got. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Five yards remain on second down. Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.